Morning, friends. Let's take an early morning walk. Thought I'd share a little bit of the process right now. It's been rough. Let's call them ops. Have been very strong this week. The magic, the oppression. They've hacked my bank. I'm going to turn it the other way as I walk. Bank, my banking. I have the feds that are in my, I have the feds and the ops in my phone. So I just talk to my phone, and when I get revelations, I just speak. I know I'm under investigation once I figured out that my phone was being tapped. I don't care. I just say what I want when I want to. And so they know, and I know things are getting done. I want to talk about the people who say they're being helpful, but really are going to use your information for their own gain. You got to be careful. There are people involved in this case that are monitoring, investigating, paid ops, paid investigators, that sort of thing. And they record, and they have to listen. They have to listen for evidence. They have to do it all. But then what they actually do is they take the facts of your story. There's one of the gang stalkers that's going by right now. That's why they get loud and stuff like that. They take your story, they take the facts of your story, do a slight spin to it, and then actually try to turn it into a, influencing, motivational thing. These people didn't even know about black magic before this case, and if they did, they thought it was just, Hollywood hocus pocus witchcraft. They never took it seriously as it's a true, demonic, mentally abusive and physically harming craft of magic. So that has been a prevalent point in this case. Death magic, voodoo, hoodoo, santeria, brujeria, brujo, witches and warlocks doing everything. I got a lady next door, 2 doors down, that has a voodoo doll on me. She's mentally ill, but she finds it okay. I'm trying to be kind about it, but I can't be kind much longer because she's doing magic on me over and over again. But before I was able to make this relevant, that I was not crazy and that this is actually happening, and finally when I started getting, understood and believed in this case, now suddenly everybody's talking about witchcraft. Everybody's talking about black magic. All these people are now spinning these stories like they knew something about it before it actually began. And they didn't, and it was not even recognized. And yeah, the witches and warlocks might be a little upset, but what's upsetting to me is my story is getting spun by people that have been aggressively stalking me, aggressively surveillancing me, recording me, watching me. And sure, they have a soft spot for me. But these are people who have bots of hundreds of thousands of followers, okay? And then they take other people's true life crime and pain, true story of pain, and they spin it. And they make it their own, and they make it into some motivational something or other for the next person who's suffering from black magic. Most people that are attacked by black magic don't even know they're being attacked by black magic until it's too late. They're the people that go to the doctors with over and over medical tests and they find nothing wrong. Those are the people that have, continual problems with, good morning, continual health problems with no formal diagnosis because there's nothing that can be diagnosed. It's magic. These are the people that have spent hundreds and thousands of medical expenses as well as mental expenses for this very reason and can't seem to understand that it's actually magic, black magic, santeria, things that are being done against you. Let's not talk about the sexual sex magic, love spells, those types of things where before, like I said before, by Monday you can't stand her, by Friday you're in love. Be careful of those. The girl that you won't date until the last minute, well, she's probably been doing magic on you all week. That sort of thing. These are the people that are taking stories of real life victims, true life victims that have been totally wronged, that have been completely annihilated by these groups of people. And though they're on the good side, protecting and watching and doing those types of things, are still taking your story, spinning it, and creating their own little dialogue for everyone with their lights and their robots and their, and meanwhile, those of us who are sensitive, those of us who know, who have to actually go and then they witness your story being spun and being talked about, is just infuriating. I can't. My numbers, my watches, my social channels are completely blackwalled. My numbers get stopped. They fluctuate all day. But these very people who are the cyberbullies, who stop the cyberbullies, who are aware of hacking, who know back-end coding, who understand and can track these trackers, actually have hundreds of thousands of followers, right? Each of their posts are viewed by 60,000 views on TikTok, and they have 100,000 followers. They follow zero. I can guarantee you, folks, those people have back-end ways, or they've paid for those numbers. Those are not legitimate influencers. They have a way of gaining their own numbers, and then they take people that are victimized, block our numbers, right? God forbid if I get ahead. God forbid if you get ahead who's actually being victimized. But they themselves are loaded with fun and have all the followers, and they're so influential, almost going verbatim. They give away the fact that they know so much about you. And if you're sensitive and empathic, you can feel it. And that is what's so frustrating to me. That is what hurts so bad, is that you have the ability to feel these people, like you can feel them watching, like you can feel them hacking, you can feel when they're on their computer, you can feel when they're on your phone. And they sit there and they say they're protecting you. They act like they're, observing and investigating, but they're exploiting you. Literally exploiting you for their gain. Meanwhile, you're blackballed, not making any money, have zero in your account, and nothing on your YouTube because they keep blocking your numbers. And when you do have numbers, you go from up 10, down 20, down 20, up 5. I mean, it's a joke. Meanwhile, you go to their page and or what's so gross is it comes into your TikTok, right? It comes into your TikTok, and then you're able to see the way they like they just show up in your newsfeed, right? And it's a verbatim. It's almost insulting how they've taken your information and how they've taken your story and they make it their own. Or they spin it and they take your story, spin it, and try to help somebody else and encourage somebody else off your story. You're the one who survived it. It's your story. Don't let anyone take it from you for their gain, their numbers, their followers, their TikTok likes. Don't let anyone steal your story. It's very important that you understand that what is yours, and these people will exploit you and then hide behind the badge. They'll exploit you and say that they're on your side when they didn't even recognize or respect what exactly is happening to you for the longest until they were shown proven, and then they take your story and exploit you. No. Stand up for yourself. It's not okay. It's really not okay. I woke up again, this clown in my TikTok's feed just spewing. I went to 4 different things in the last 2 months. This guy has created all these videos of himself with thousands and thousands of likes. I went to my next door. I'm watching his little speeches and I'm like, geez Louise, this is all about me. No, I don't always make everything about me. When you feel it, right? That's correct. And I feel it. And it's painful and it's frustrating. And there's nothing more frustrating than someone who watches your bank go to zero, watch you getting hacked, and nothing changes. Watching your money go down the toilet because you're being hacked and stolen from. In the face of the feds that are watching you. In the face of the cyber crimers that are trying to protect you. And then what do? They make a story off your trauma. Tell me how that's helpful. Tell me how that's truly going to help somebody else when you exploit somebody else's trauma for your likes on TikTok. How is that? I don't know. Today I'm frustrated because it's been a long week of watching my money get stolen from with high-powered software. It's been a tough week because I spoke the truth last week. They're on to me this week. Hard. And you try to stay patient, you try to stay kind, and then you get on TikTok and you see this guy who's literally exploiting me. Barely made a channel 2 months ago. And he has over 500,000 likes, 0 following. And the story is almost exactly like yours. And you could tell by the way the guy looks that he knows nothing about black magic, didn't even know existed before this case. Be careful. Be careful who you follow. Be careful who you get influenced by, because they just might be stealing somebody else's trauma to spin it, thinking they're going to help someone like you who's also been traumatized that you can identify with. Be careful. Be careful. There's frauds everywhere. I'm a witness. My story's being exploited, and I haven't even received justice yet. My TikTok and my YouTube is completely blocked all day long. Okay? My Facebook, I'm hidden in the line. I'm hidden everywhere. They don't want to see me succeed, but they have no business, and they have all the care to exploit my story for their own gain. Be careful. Not everybody's on your side. Be careful out there. And your story is yours. If you know you have a story, you know you have a book, and you know you have something to share with somebody, be quiet, write down your strategy, and don't share it with anyone, and get busy. Because trust me, ladies and gentlemen, if you are being investigated and you've got a worthy story, they are exploiting you right now. Just thought I'd let you know that today. And I'm telling you this for no gain, no likes, no follows, straight up truth, shaken, unstirred, on the rocks. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.